Welcome to my YouTube channel Shankhanath. Today we are going to speak on a very interesting subject and which is meant for the youths of today. Millennials. Yes, that is today's youth. We will talk about their dilemma and the way ahead. India, as all of us know now, has got world largest youth population. Actually, more than 50% of population is under the age of 25 as of now. In 2020, 60% of nation's population is in working age group with an average age of 29 years. Did we plan for these youths' development? I'm very sorry to say no, we didn't. Anyway, it's not too late yet. Future for this country seems rather is dependent on the youth now. It's not a bad thing, it's a wonderful thing considering their potential. Now what we need to do is to tap this potential. It's very important. Millennials, I can tell you, are more educated, are diverse than the previous generation, but they are notoriously restless. They are job hoppers, dislike authority and distrust the traditional bureaucratic process. Majority of gets burnt out much earlier than expected. Many do not realize their potential also. In the present world, we need to understand that only academic excellence doesn't help. If you have to succeed in life, then you have to have something which is known as X factor by these youths. X factor is need of the hour, and X factor means nothing but the personality, and hence personality development becomes a very important aspect of today's youth's education. More than the youth, I will say the parents need to understand the importance of this. I, after retirement, is working amongst the youths and I am very closely associated with them. I train them for personality development, for leadership and many other things, inclusive of how to face interviews. So what I find is that there is a large gap, really a large gap between aspirations and the youth's capability. So because of this, what happens is he gets left unsatisfied and in few cases, I must tell you, frustrated. The world is more competitive today. We all agree about it. However, there are more opportunities now. So, they need to make best use of these opportunities. But this competitiveness and even the more opportunities are creating a confusion within these youths that we need to deal with. This is the only way we can make the youth understand and remove the confusion in their mind, and they should start thinking very clearly. Personality development, if you have to understand the very meaning of it, then you have to study it in depth. Personality development, the word itself, has great fascination for the public as a whole. This is an intangible quality, so is not understood very well. You know, there are two parts of personality. One is acquired traits, which are much more important than the other one, that is hereditary traits. Leadership, courage, communication skills, decision making are some of the very important acquired traits. And mind you, with some work on that, you can achieve that. Personality development starts right from infancy. Then, when we move down to childhood, it continues developing. Thereafter, in adolescence, it is early, middle, and later that the personality keeps developing. Let's deal only with adolescent stage, as the people for whom we are talking are the youths. You know, adolescent stage is a transition phase, transition period for the youths, because they are shifting from a protected environment to a adult society. Youth analysts have brought out a new phrase now, in which they say that there is something in between adolescence and adulthood also. So, we will talk about this also. The person or the youths who are in between this stage are relatively free from adult responsibility and can explore diverse career and life options also. So we call them emerging adults. They are in the age of 20s, feel neither adult nor adolescents. However, given wide variety of perceived and actual options available, the transition to adulthood has become increasingly destructured and individualized, thus adding a lot of confusion to this youth. When we ask these youths that what are the nature of challenges they face, the biggest one they mention is they are unable to find a productive place within the society, either within the mainstream education system or even satisfactory employment. There are many other issues also they mention. They are lack of employment, opportunity, failure to succeed in education, issues related to body image, lack of employment opportunity, and family problems. Substance abuse is another issue, and pressures of materialism is also troubling them a lot. Negative stereotyping is another huge problem, and 24 hours social networking pressure is really eating them up. We have to guide these youths to face all the challenges which I have mentioned, which are prevailing in the present society. They need to be motivated. And how do we motivate them? Here is how we can motivate them. Because mentioning only the problems is not enough. We need to give out the solutions. And here we are talking today to give out solutions and not just to mention the problem areas. So we need to identify what is missing. That is, what holds them back. Their behavior, thought, what is that? For this all, we have to be in sync with them. We need to be with them. We need to tell them that we are with them. The other part is connecting with them. You know, to connect to the youth, we need to provide ownership to the youth. Involve them in entire planning, whatever it is. They need to be part of team. Ownership in shaping future brings out best in any person. Why only the youth? And provides real-time experience to them. And the best part is, if they involve in planning for future events and policies, then they will execute the plan much better manner, as they feel part of the whole scheme. The next is giving encouragement and feedback. In this world of instant, everything is desired, required to be instant. So, they do require instant rewards, continuous feedback. They are not ready to wait at all. All instant. decision, solutions, rewards need to be noticed, and many other things is a constant and natural requirement for them. A positive feedback, a pat on the back, a thank you, upward mobility to encourage are the things where they look forward to. Flexibility in hierarchy can satisfy their urge of quick gratification, and keep their hunger also going. Next, another important aspect is conducive work environment. Whoever have been dealing with the IT sector know what I am talking about. They need to have a very easygoing approach in workplace. They don't, I repeat, they just don't like stiff neck approach. It just doesn't work. Life balance is a significant driver. In this world, the flexibility of scheduling is the thing. Work from home, vacation time are the things they like the most, and let me tell you, they can be provided very easily. Next is the professional development. Whatever the youths of today are, let me tell you, the majority definitely identify good opportunities for growth and development as top professional priority. Sometimes the money comes also next. So assigning good projects to them, arranging motivational lectures, giving them lessons on leadership through leadership conferences will help them learning in growing all these skills which I just talked about. Next important aspect is promoting entrepreneurial skills. Everybody cannot be getting a job. You cannot provide now. And with the present unemployment problem, definitely entrepreneurship has to be developed. It will give a good response to the youth unemployment and will create a good urge for them to work as an entrepreneur. Make in India, Atmanirbhar will definitely help to promote entrepreneurship skills. Last but not the least is the use of social media. Without social media, this world just doesn't move. We are very clear and sure of it now. So we should exploit this platform as much as we can. How can we do that? By spreading ideas, good ideas, bring positivity in them, throw open options for personal and professional advancement through use of social media. This is definitely possible. So, youth work will be more productive and effective by offering them to be engaged. Now, what are these things? Number one is target specific group as risk groups and pay more attention to them. Help them to combat negative perceptions about a particular or a special group. Fostering civil, social and relational competencies to make them responsible, open-minded is very important aspect. And this way, they will consider themselves as a member of society. They will feel wanted. So these 3 or 4 things are very, very important for youth work to be made productive. Now, this is what we as a society should do. But what should be youth doing? Youth should decide what they want. From the very childhood, what happens? Because of parent pressure or maybe peer pressure at times, they get chained to the thought of career. Literally chained. And when they get changed to the thought of career, they forget finer aspect of life. There is much more than just a career which life offers to you, and that has to be understood well. Purpose of life is to be known. Decision should not be with narrow objective. Just career orientation makes your view very narrow. So the thinking, decision making should be not on narrow objective at all, but the youth need to have a confidence in themselves, and along with the confidence, if they have dedication to the cause which will be most essential. Swami Vivekananda, once addressing the youth, had said, to succeed, you should have tremendous perseverance, tremendous will. I will drink the ocean, says the persevering soul. At my will, mountains will crumble up. Have that sort of energy, have that sort of will. Work hard and you will reach the goal. Now, most of our population is youthful. So, we are a youthful nation. It will not be enough if we don't arm our youth for preparing for future. We need to give them skill, knowledge, and use their potential to the best of their ability. The present youth definitely has the potential, but the problem is, because of the pressures which are existing in the society, pressures to prove themselves, they tend to give up early. So, it is our duty. The society needs to train them well, build up their confidence, and I am very sure with this effort of ours, this youth will take the nation to be the best in the world. I request you that if you have liked this video, then please subscribe and give comments for any improvement, if any. Jai Hind.